playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 on creativity of sandbox mode. And I love the new maps they give you now, especially the square map of which one you like to do. Now you can see how big this place is. Now the only problem is we need to cut down these tree areas here because we're going to probably even use those trees areas. Now I love how it shows like every time what's new. But we're gonna cut down these trees so that way we can build even more areas. And I'm gonna show you how I would make my Jurassic Park. Now I tried looking through settings, I didn't see anything about copyright music or anything for broadcasting. I didn't see any of that, so I do not own the music or anything, and I'm trying not to copyright at all. So, what we're going to do on this is we're going to be doing my own Jurassic Park, but not try to do the same as it was. What we're going to do is try and make what I would always dream of my own park called Blaze's Dino Encounter. And so what we be doing is just getting rid of all these beautiful trees here. So we got, even though we got that whole area, I like to start off on the edges, you see. And, man, it takes a long way. There we go. We're not even halfway done, I don't think. So, just gonna nice and trim it. I know it's gonna take a while for me to do this just alone, but my favorite dinosaurs in all Jurassic Park is the Velociraptor. It's just so cool how they made it. Now, the other thing I would like to see in this game, if they ever do add something to it, would be building walls. Like, instead of building, a normal hotel, I wish you could actually build your own hotel, like how tall you want it, or how big of the size you want it. Like, you can add east sector wall, east sector wall, east sector wall, and then do like a west wing or a connector, so you can build the bigger hotels or bigger buildings for food and that. I think that would be awesome to add. Another thing they should add again is the air balloon. I do miss that from Jurassic Operations game. It'd be nice to actually go in the air blimp again. Another thing I would like to see is, even though it's at Universal Studios or California and Orlando, I would love to see a boat ride that you can build, for tours like they did in the movie. That would be pretty cool to see. So it would be nice if they added some newer rides. Have like bigger trucks or something, or even like a submarine, like a caged submarine, where it's like a big underwater tunnel, so the people can go like taking a tour in the lagoon and getting really, really up close with this thing instead of just being in the platform. I would like to see that so they can like take their own submarines and drive around in there. And so there's a few cool items I thought of they could add on here. I'm glad they added the zip lines to the game recently. I'm glad they brought the John Hammond statue. Now I know 30th anniversary is over, and uh, they might not do any more updates for the 30th anniversary. But I was kind of hoping to see, Jurassic Park, more decorative stuff, like seeing like a gift shop from the movie, where you can see like the wall part where they showed the gift shop walls, or for 30th anniversary, I would like to see like uh, you know, what else from the movie? Like a helicopter landing area. So I think we got it pretty good narrowed down. So let's get out that. So I like to try to start it like the movie a little for landing. I wish you could go there, but there is a waterfall somewhere around here. I thought maybe it's on the other map of Jurassic Park Isla. But I literally thought there was a waterfall that you could like sort of land here. So over there, the only thing I see, yeah, I don't think they got it in this map, sadly. So I think how I'm gonna start it, just to be sure, go around. I think I'll start it on like over here because it seems like there's a lot of canyons and it kind of slants down that mountain there. So I want to start the arrival over here. So we're just doing Jurassic Park buildings. So we're going to try and line it. I can't really get a good view of it, so we're going to try and put it right about here. And I would like to have a normal surprise. So how I like to do stuff is to surprise the guests. So I'll put trees about right here, about that far. But the problem is that's not where it should be. My bad. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of all that stuff. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? So we're gonna start here and do it about right here and curve in. Just like that. About right there as well. Just enough to give it a nice big where they can't see it. And nice touch. Now you can see it's a little big here, but I did it for a good reason. So now what I'm going to do is put a oh man, my ear. What I'm going to do is make a place about right here. We need it a little smaller. And we're going to do it about right here. And that's about right, I think. So then we're going to do the visitor center. And just like that, we're going to put it right there. Just enough to be like, now we're not trying to copy the movie. We're just going to be adding the buildings as much as we can. So we got two choices here. So the people can go right alongside that water there. And then curve up and bang like that. Then they can take this road right here and right to that spot, and you'll see what I'm going to be doing right there in a little. Now we do need decorations, so we're going to put, can I put that in there? No, I cannot. Okay, so I think I need to go down to actual decorations of wildlife. And I think we need some good ones. That's alpine. We need the like more of a, that's Mediterranean. Taiga, template. Some of these I don't even know about. So I want to just go up to the very top again and see what it says up there. That's desert, that's alpine, and that's, yeah, we need tropical. So we're gonna do a little at the time. Put some trees here. Like to get that nice tropical feel, you know? There we go. Nice little tropical feeling. And for next decorations, I would like to do... We even got water fountain? Probably not. Anyway, I like to do this right here. I told you it's going to be a little surprise at the end. Now we do not want them to see it much what's behind it. So we're gonna put some just like that. Try to get away from the Jurassic Park. There we go. Now for the ground. I don't think they got any bushes actually at all, do they? That's desert. We need some bushes, but I don't think they got a... Oh, here we go. Nah, I don't think that's hard to see it at all. Because it's mostly blocking the view. And that's what we wanted, is to block what's behind it. And when they walk in here, you're gonna see that. Technically that's a dangerous, you already can see, that's technically a dangerous thing. So we're gonna actually, gonna move that tree just a tad bit. Because we don't want no, trees catching on fire, so about right there should be good, actually. Perfect. And that one's not too bad because it's not really next to the flames. I don't know if it'll actually catch on fire, but we'll come back to that later. Now, since we got that up, we're going to do the other side building, which is the control center, I think it is. Yeah, the control center. Now, the control center is more, we have to do it right somehow. I'm trying to get it where I can... Alright, I think I know how to do it. Take off those. Take off that a little. Line it up as much as we can. And here we go. Oh right, this is a control center, so yeah, I forgot about that. The people can't go in there, so... And then what was it right here? Yeah. So I'll come back to that control center in a little. So what we're gonna do is add like hotels and that right here. So we want a large hotel. And actually no. I'm gonna make this all a surprise. So they can go to the visitor center there and we'll get to the surprise part. So first up is this goal. We like to surprise everyone, you know? So just like that, try and line it up if we can. And try get it as much as we can. Just like that. And then we can go to the next one. Yeah, that's a little off, I think. That wouldn't work, would it? So let's go with this one. See, we want them to see that beautiful statue there, which I'll show you in a second what I mean by statue. And I wish you could keep it straight as much as you want, but it's kind of hard. So we're just gonna show them a few places like that, and they can see the beautiful signs. Then what we're gonna do is add a T-Rex in the middle if we can. Yeah, I wish you could. Technically, it's a rock, so I don't see why I can't put it in water. So that kind of spoils my plan. I was gonna be like, hey, here's a T-Rex, you know, see. Yeah, so all of that's in water for some reason, you can't. That's what I'm talking about. If, like this should be able to go in water. You know, it's gonna have it like, you know, sticking this way like it's walking towards the park. But since that's the case, we're gonna give them a nice statue about right there, like it's watching them. And then over here, we're gonna have where it looks like they're what this thing's walking. Actually, let's see, like it's discover, like what do you call it? See, like they're walking this way. I'm going to do 3, so it feels like there's a pack in the, or I should say herd, not pack. But there's like a herd walking towards them. We got even fresh dino dung. I can't say the real word for it. It's kind of horrifying to know. Got John Hammond statue, which is going to be at the entrance over here. And we'll do that later, because we want to get where this is a good spot here. Got some amber stones. That'll be great to place right here. And it's pretty, I don't know if these are real amber stones, but if you do find one like this big, they could be worth a lot of money. So, that's one cool thing. Feel like that'd be good there. So we're just trying to give them a feel of what they're going to be seeing. Now, I don't know if this actually works like the real Jurassic Park operations, but we're going to add some trash cans over here. Now, the next part is what we need to do around here is add a restroom. Because when they get off the chopper of a long flight, they're going to want a restroom. So we'll put one right there just for now. And another one by the main entrance. So that's good. Just in case, we're going to put a shelter on both sides. Because I do not want, you know, the hurricane or storm coming in and they have to get to shelter real fast. So now the thing will come out like this, and the first thing they're going to see is that sign. but also we're gonna add a, where is it? I know it's this. When they come through that sign, they're gonna see when it'll say like this. You'll come through. It says Jurassic Park. You walk, and then it says when dinosaurs ruled the earth. And we're gonna have John Hammond right under it because that will show him like he was the park. Now I respect John Hammond so much. John Hammond was like one of the best characters. He wasn't technically a villain. He just wanted to make people happy. Even though he got a couple people killed and he was stubborn about the money. Then for over here we're gonna have a Mr. DNA over here. I wish like this thing actually would talk too. Have like an animatronic you can place, and it'll be like, "Did you know that dinosaurs were made from mosquitoes at Jurassic Park?" Or something, you know? That would be kind of cool if they added that to Mr. DNA. Just give them facts, like while you're walking through, these guys would talk and say like, wherever you place it, it'll be talking about the nearest dinosaur. Like it'll say, Velociraptors were genetically modified to be bigger and stronger, or something. You know, that would be cool. So I think we're good on making the park now. So when they first come in, they're going to see the big lagoon. Man, that is a big lagoon too. And we're gonna keep building until we get like a whole park full. So we're gonna have it about right here, and we're gonna build a good long one, at least 3 long. Try to get it here somewhere. 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got a triangle, which is good. Then we're gonna add the lagoon hatchery at the nearest place over here, right on that corner. Why is that is because first, okay, good, we still got room. Why is that is because we want, what do you call it? We want that near the park ranger where it's gonna be set up. Now, if I sit this right, oh, okay. So if I put it like right here, they could see it like right there. That's pretty cool. But what we're actually going to do for this part is, if I find it, it's a zip line. We're going to have a zip line right. Okay, I know. Oh, that's right. I can't hook it to the thing. So we're going to line it up about right here. And from there, we're going to try to get it across. How far? That far? Wow. Alright, so we're going to try to make it right there. And we're going to do a roundabout all the way over here. So that gives us more time to build like stores. And I did that wrong, so let me try that again. And right there. And there we go. Get a nice direct line. And come back over here. That was a little sloppy there. And then again, we're gonna do another like curve. We're gonna try to curve it around here. It should have been curves than lines, but it's alright. There we go. And that's what it's going to look like. It's a big roundabout. Now for operations, we're going to have the controls. Wait, is that no? There we go. Control center right here. And I'll show you why that is in a few seconds. So, still thinking how to do it. But right there should be good. So, this be our control center here. And why is that is the Mosasaurus needs to be monitored at all times. Also, you're going to see in a few seconds. We'll come back to that in a few. Now we have to put up lagoons. So we're going to have the lagoon water fountain in here. So we want it like right there in the middle, at least about right there. And then we can have the hookup right there. And then we hook this up. And then with that, we're gonna put the lagoons here. We know they can't have much people in here, so we're gonna do 3 right here just to get it over with. And I don't know why I deleted that. So about right there, we're gonna fill a line right across, which will give us a good straight line here and here, which will, I like to try to be straight as possible, but it's alright if I've messed up. We'll add like decorations here, don't worry. Now we have to feed the shark, or I should say what we're about to bring out. And we want it near their position, so we want it where they can see it on both sides here. There we go. And then for decorations, we're gonna have the lagoon. And we are going to put the fossil, if I can find it. I know I saw it somewhere. Lagoon, I know it's in here, it's just trying to find it is the hard part. Oh, that's right, this is Jurassic Park 1, not Jurassic World. I was like, where's the Indominance? And then I realized we're on Jurassic Park. So we're going to try to track the Mosasaurus over here and put up some lights. So, and I just spoiled the surprise. Yes, there's going to be a Mosasaurus named Muzzy in here. And if you're my fan base from you know where, then you know who Muzzy is. And there we go. Now, I don't know about Mosey, but she loves, to me, I think she would love thermal vents. Give her that nice, you know, hot tub feeling. Keep her nice and warm. Get some boats destroyed down here. Be nice. There's another one that's already active. Give it that nice bubbly feeling, Give her some nice coral as well. And while we did that, we are going to put up these banners and some nice beautiful lighting around here with some nice palm trees. Give her that nice decoration she deserves. And here we go. And some more coral. And this looks like a speedboat, but it's actually rocks. Another couple rocks just to be happy. And then we're going to add a nice lagoon on this side now. So that way they all can see where the Mosey is. Now Mosey, she doesn't like much company. I think she doesn't mind too, like have Mosey and her. But usually they love only up to them by themselves. And I should have customized her. So we're going to dispatch the egg because I accidentally messed up. That's not what Mosey looks like. So that's what I call her, is Mosey. Mossy. Yeah. Alright. Now let's try this again. Now Mosey on my fan thing is a light blue, greenish like this, and she has this light blue stripes. And we don't have to fix her attitude in that because she is standard. There we go. So it's gonna take a while, but let's get the Celebrate Groove in Storm Defense. So you can see there's only one egg, and you can see how much it is for just that. Luckily, we're playing on sandbox mode, and we don't have to worry about money. Now, since that's there, we're going to have the ranger team over here because we don't want nothing to go wrong, So we'll put it right there for the ranger team 1. Little off, but whatever. And then the Paleon, or no wait, that's Expedition. Now the Paleo Medical Facility, or known as Paleology. We're gonna put it right about right here, so that way they can get to Mosey. So we're gonna upgrade this to Storm Defense and additional team. Now, if you did follow the people, you do get a Ranger Team worn out vehicle, which looks like this. And I'll try to get a good view of it. You can see it looks like it's worn out, beat up from the first Jurassic World. And you get that if you follow them on their like Newswire or whatever. But I like the original Jurassic Park team Jeeps. It looks so beautiful. Now for the choppers, you don't get much really. You get only 3 technically. I wish they added more. That's another thing I wish they did. Was more like Jurassic World helicopter and all that. So you can see we're now having a hurricane come in. And I better add storm defense here as well. And additional MA view. No, I don't think we have a. And here comes Mosey. This is what she looks like. For me. Got building damage already. And if you look closely, she actually has two pairs of teeth. It's pretty awesome how she looks. So this is her. It's hard to see with the dark going in. But, oh, we got a big problem. So we're gonna add additional uh, buildings. So I don't think they got like a storm. Yeah, I don't think they got a storm protector at all. This is a ranger post. Yeah, I don't think they got a storm. Man, that is one heavy wind. You can see how powerful those winds are. We already got a big problem over here, so we're gonna get Storm Ranger 2, or Car 2 or whatever. Get some repairs over there. And, yeah. You can see, I wish I had storm protectors, but I don't think this one has it. So you have to, like, be prepared for everything. So, we're gonna close down the park. And, because we're not ready to open yet. And since there are people in there, we're gonna open all shelters. And we're gonna wait until the storm bypasses. Alright, I think we're starting to clear up now. So we will open all the shelters now. So what we're gonna do is hold on. We're gonna go up here and delete some. Alright. This is yeah, it says power storm. Okay. So we need the storm defense on this guy. And administration, improve construction, improve efficiency, and then improve motivation. Let's try to improve motivation. So, where is Park Ranger 2? Whoa, it's inside the building. So that's another thing they need to fix is this major glitch here. So we just replaced it, so I might have to do it by myself. But that's alright. I think what we'll do is put a monorail here. Oh, right. They don't have monorails on this one, do they? Yeah, I don't think so. Nope. Okay. So we'll probably put something here. I don't know. Maybe a small dinosaur walking between, maybe? Anyway, where were we? Yes, park ranger. I got it. Alright, so we're not ready to open the doors just yet for the park. We want to make it a big surprise. We got a lot of stuff we have to do, so let's get to work. So we'll do this side now. Start heading out to that middle side. Get that 3 times, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and I think we might can do one more on this side. What do you think? About that big? Let's actually go one more this way and go slightly up, like. Yeah, I'm trying to make it even now. There we go. Then we have to fix that side. Yeah, that's about good. Alright, so we need to put a from both sides here. We want it this big, and oh, never mind. Oh, there we go. And now we're inside the cage. We'll make it this big. Alright. Now, depending on the dinosaurs, they mostly like fish. Most of these birds like fish, so we're doing 3, maybe 4 fish, so they won't get much hungry. And for the little guys, we'll give them insects, just enough. There we go. Now, can we put one in here? No, we cannot. So let's do a dome thing here and put it on this side so they can see how it would look. There we go. Little much. It's a pretty big tunnel. So let's do another. What is that? Guest attraction. Oh, got it. So this is the aviary. So we'll do one right here. And one right there. Skip one. Because we want them to see what what it feels like to be inside a cage. And we're gonna add a lot of because how big it is. Why I'm skipping it is because I don't think we can put a vehicle in there actually. That'd be actually cool if you could drive a vehicle inside there. That would be really awesome. But I don't think you can. So we're just skipping it every time. Now, sometimes I get this wrong and like we can't like have a perfect skip. So the ending, why did I move it? There we are. So we might have to put one together, which is probably this side coming up. Yeah, see. Oh, no, we got a perfect skip. Okay, good. And then we just connect that. And then they can go all the way over here. This is just to get it around the whole area. Oops, too close. And we are now going over here. And there we go. Now we just load it up like that. And then once we get all that done, we'll add the aviation hatchery, which shouldn't take big spots. So this is the Jurassic Park 1 aviation. And we're gonna go and place all through here. I don't know if this thing has protection or not. Does not look like it. Okay. One more for the win. There we go. And we'll put bathrooms, of course, in that. So we're gonna put another one in here. And this is gonna try to give us a better view of it. We're gonna tilt to a little so they can see both sides. And then put one right there, I guess. Good. And now we put the Avery locationer right here. And then we're gonna add Ranger Team. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the thing. Add the pilot. Oh, I forgot you can add drones. Get storm defense and additional base. So we're gonna add the little guys first. Add the pteranodons. You can see they're mostly fish eaters, besides those little guys. We're gonna add my favorite, found out in the last Jurassic World, the Quetzalcoatlus or something like that. Oh, excuse me. And then we're gonna add these Dimorphodons, terrifying creatures. I still don't know why they didn't add the pterodactyl. Wait, you can actually search it? Let's see. They do not have a pterodactyl at all. So I do not know why they do not, but it'd been nice if they added that guy. They are almost like the pteranodons, and it'd been nice to see pterodactyls in this game. So you can see I got a big aviary, should be fine. We shouldn't have any problems. Hopefully not. Usually they don't bother each other, so and, here we go. Yeah, let's speed this time up. There we go. These almost look like tiny bats. They do have sharp teeth, and they are really cute.
We are pleased to welcome a Jeholopterus to the park.
Jeholopterus. Oh, so that's their names. Jeholopterus. However you say that. But okay. Next is our pteranodons. And you can see. I love the music though. It makes you feel so like they're. Now they're mostly going to fly right above. We do need to add some stuff for them. And hi. So we're gonna add the next. My favorite bird, one of the newer ones, is this thing. It's the world's largest bird in the whole world. And no, this is not a fake bird. This is actually Cortus colocus or something like that. You can see this is a huge bird. It mostly eats fish, but you can see this thing is terrifying. They don't have teeth, but they can pick you up, and it's just terrifying already. You see how big this thing is. Now, if it lands, which I highly doubt it's gonna land much, but oh, it is. Here it comes for landing. You can see how they land. I mean, this thing is like massive. You can see the shadows even big. I don't know how they sleep, but you can see it's cleaning its wings. It's just beautiful. But you do not want to be on the end of that beak. It does have massive claws on its legs down there, or I should say feet. So it's literally like a big dragon, you could say. Now, if it's going to go for fish, you can see here's how it would eat you if you were its prey. So he's waiting, and there he goes. Caught one. Look at that big fish. That's like, he just gobbles it like nothing. Waits. So it's hard to tell, but he might actually have teeth in there. I thought I saw a pair of teeth, but it's probably just a beak. And it has a tiny tail. But yeah, that's why it's one of my favorites. Alright, the next one should be over here. The next one is the Dimorphodons. And these guys are terrifying. Yeah, Dimorphodons, that's what it was, not Dimorphodons, Dimorphodon. So you can see they have a pretty sharp teeth. Was seen in Jurassic World 1 and some others. But these guys can literally peel your face off. It's terrifying. Next is the bar. Barditic? Uh, this thing. The bar. Oh, they're tiny? Didn't expect them to be that tiny. Bar. I cannot even say that. Barindacticus or something like that. So what we're going to do for these guys, we want them to get close to these people as much as we can. So at the very top here, I think it's... Oh, I don't have it in this one, do I? Yeah, they don't have it in this one either. So fine. Let's get the... Or was it in this one? Nope. Alright. So we do need to get rocks to have them set on though. And try to get them nice and close. Let everyone see them. Get a nice big rock here. See, I don't know why we can't place that statue in there, but get them nice and close to each other as possible. And hopefully we don't have any dead on our hands. That should be enough. So the next one we're going to do is start the... I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, never mind. I thought that was a big velociraptor cage. So what we're going to do now is get the cage out. And I love the new heavy fence and the classic gate is just so awesome. So we got still a whole big park to fill. So what we're going to do here is put a heavy fence here. And this is going to be the herbivores. And this is why I love the herbivore side. We're going to have a huge gate for these guys. So that way they can see them all over. And there we go. And bullseye. Put the nice... Oh, whoops. Wrong way. There we go. Now we need the spawner. We're going to do a lot of herbivores in this one. So we're going to need 2 of these guys. Alright, let's get the, just in case, we need the storm defense and additional base. And we'll start on just making random herbivores. So this is all going to be herbivore territory. So... So, we did that one last, so this one... Additional base with storm. And scroll down, get that one. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of dinosaurs in this one. Ooh, excuse me so much. There we go. Get these guys ready for their release. Now, these guys, depending on the dinosaur, they're gonna need. Oh, that's a lot of eggs. We're just adding a lot, so what we're gonna need to do now is put a fiber in fruit, this type, and we're gonna get like around here, and we're gonna just fill this whole area up in the complete circle like that. And another left to right, left to right. And then we add water, which is going to be right down this middle. Get a big lake area. And we're going to do what we call the eye. And just like that. Looks like an eye, almost. Maybe a little bigger there. So that'll be for the big and small dinosaurs there. And let's start releasing them. So first up is this guy. Yeah, she is one of the most beautiful dinosaurs I like to see. Not much people know about this. Ooh, you hear that? That is a beautiful sound. They're one of the most giant dinosaurs on the planet. They have huge long necks, or I should say huge fat long necks. They have big fat legs, and they got a lot of spikes on their tail. So once they come out, we'll zoom on her. You can see she has spikes alongside her neck there, from underneath, on top, and then all bumpy armor all on their backside right there, with a long spiky tail. You can see up her head almost looks like a head of a brachiosaurus, but she has a nice mohawk up there, and I do not want to be on her bad side when she uses those spikes at your head. Another, you can see a beautiful, just alongside that neck. Almost looks like an alien, am I right? So the next one is the Armorosaurus, and this thing's pretty small actually. But they do have a long neck. You can see that nice mohawk, beautiful sight on their heads. And believe it or not, these are still big, giant dinosaurs, though. I mean, they're a lot bigger than us. But that's her, a beautiful green color, camouflage in the skin. It's hard to see it. I thought I saw a spike on her shoulder. Yeah, oh no, it's just fat skin. Okay. But you can see, aww. So that's her brother and sister, I guess, or sisters. Doesn't really tell you what they are. I wish they did. But we're gonna release the Apatosaurus, which is also seen in, Jurassic. Oh, it didn't show me. There we go. These are seen in the new Jurassic World Dominions. pretty beautiful creatures. Little smaller than brachiosauruses, though, but they are one of the most beautiful and gentle giants. They really don't much bother you at all unless you provoke them, or if they're in a stampede, they will not stop. They don't care if you better get out of their way if they start stampeding you. But it almost looks like a platypus head, doesn't it? Like a duck beak bill type. But you can see those beautiful teeth of hers in there. Those are for her to eat tall plants. So, next is the Ankylosaurus, or Ankylosaurus in some people's cases. And this is just magnificent here. I mean, look at those armor plates. Now, their weak spot is on their belly, like turtles almost, besides the shell, I mean. They have a armored spikes there. And they have a giant club, almost like a mace. Look, like, and they do hunt in, or not hunt. Sorry, they do be in herds, like up to 3 or 4 or 6. Yeah, so it is Ankylosaurus, but how it looks like is almost that Pokemon with the helmet there. So you can see it's a beautiful creature. Next is the Arcornothymus, small little birds, like Gallimimus, almost the size of ostriches. And
there was a lot of controversy about dinosaurs being the ancestors of modern-day birds before this one was introduced into the park. It's an Archaeornithomimus. I think it puts some of those arguments to rest.
Pretty big birds. And so while we go to the other one, I think that's the one we did. I will check because I don't want to recopy more. Okay. Yeah. So I know which one we gotta do. Okay, so we gotta do this one. I can't tell what that is. I think it's plants and fish. It's really hard to tell, so let's just get that just in case. Get this one. Get that one, and get that one. One of my other favorite, Genauticus. So this is one of my favorite long necks out of all. A lot of people love these guys. And they're called the Brachiosaurus. Or Brachiosauruses. You can see they're very massive beasts. They are about 75 feet tall, I'm pretty sure. In total, I mean. 30 feet neck and I think 40-foot high body, or 40-foot neck with a 30-foot body. But you can see how big this is. And if you notice, their noses are not on the front of them like most animals. They're actually up at the top of their head there. So it's pretty cool how beautiful these creatures are. I'll rename them all later. And that's actually a beautiful sight, seeing these creatures with that. So the next one is a Camarasaurus. And they're similar to Brachiosauruses. I think this one is actually Littlefoot's species. It's hard to tell. They could have been the other ones, the Aptylosauruses. But it's kind of hard to see their bodies right now because of the Brachiosaurus. But how it looks, it almost does look like Littlefoot, you know. Get that nice view. You can see they have a nose up in the front. Same as like the Brachiosauruses. So these are almost beautiful. And if you look at their toes down there, can't really see their toes. But a little glitch in here. But this does remind me of the Littlefoot from the movie. Next is a Chasmosaurus. And these guys are like Triceratops, but with a bigger frail. And they also hunt in herds. You can see, I think there's 6 of them. Or 5? Well, it's hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And you can see the middle one is the alpha deer. This guy here. He's the alpha. You can see how they spread out. And you actually see them like... Oh, we got a storm coming. That's not good. And next is the Chunkylosaurus. And these are pretty cool animals. They have 2 big spikes on their side there. Almost like Stegosauruses. They have a similar tail as well. You can see they almost look like Stegosauruses. But they have a different type of tail almost. Instead of 4, they got like 6, I think, or 8. They also got the shoulder blades up there, which is pretty cool how they defend themselves. Oh. You can see we have not a fight, but they're showing dominance. Like this is now the alpha, not this one. Next is the Corythosaurus. Crythosaurus, I think it's called. But they almost look like Paraphosauruses. And these are another beautiful creatures.
Is a duck-billed animal that looks like it's wearing a helmet. I mean, check that thing out. I wouldn't want to butt heads with it.
Yeah, like Owen said, I would not want to butt heads with it. So we got those, and let's get these now. Oh, I forgot to add them. Yeah, we're trying to get a lot of... Yeah, the Dreadnoughticus one is one of my favorites. Now, these are Dragonoxus. I think that's how you say it. And Dragonoxus are hard-headed like the Pachylosaurus. Or Pachylosaurus.
Now this dinosaur, the Dracorex, is something
Dracorex. Okay,
its name means the Dragon King of a fictional school for wizards. I think I could have come up with that myself. The name, not the dinosaur. For that, we need the scientists.
Yep, so I knew it meant dragon. And it does actually look like a dragon. So... maybe this is where dragons came from. So next is the Criconatus? I don't know how you say it. But it almost looks like an Ankylosaurus with less bumps, or it has more bumps, I think, but it has more like spikes on the side instead of. Yeah, we'll see when we zoom in.
The Crichtonsaurus.
Crichtonsaurus.
Named after the author, Michael Crichton.
Really?
Famous for his stories about infectious viruses, sentient nanobots, and also a novel on ancient animals, which I quite enjoyed. This is a social dinosaur that does well in groups.
I feel like they should have killed off Dr. Wu by a velociraptor. Or have Blue come back and did like a revenge kill. Alright, so next one is the Dino Churus. Dino Churus. They almost look like sloths or skunks, I mean. Yeah, they almost look like skunks. What is this thing? They have like duck feet almost? No.
Here we have the Deinocheirus.
Deinocheirus,
this downy
okay.
dinosaur is often likened to an ostrich. Not surprising, I suppose, considering the long neck, the feathers, the beak. It's just a lot bigger in size, huh? But if things go awry, something tells me this one doesn't need to bury its head in the sand.
Yeah, I want to add another Gyrnodicus because they do need more than one. They don't like being by themselves a lot. They'd be very lonely. So the Dilophosaurus, I think that's how you say it. It's similar to a Apatosaurus, but it has more spikes on its back. Actually, it's more similar to the Dreadnoughticus. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we release those Dreadnoughticuses. But you can see it has a huge amount of spikes on its back. They're pretty fascinating creatures. Not much of defense, but on their tail they even got it on their tail, very tiny though. So if you get hit by those things, you're most likely going to be cut in half. So let's get this one ready. We'll speed up the time here, so we can get these two lovebirds out of their cage together. So here's the Dreadnoughticus, one of the most fascinating creatures. And did you know Dreadnoughticus, I believe, means not to fear? Meaning you don't have to fear these guys at all. Oh, this ain't the one whoops. Wrong one. Huh. I've had Pristronauticus. Oh, it was a Dreadnoughtus. Maybe it was called the Diplom. Oh. I don't know. Well, anyway, we got two of them. But they are fascinating creatures. I thought they were called Dreadnoughticus, but I must got the wrong one, or we already released them. Tall creatures, one of the world's largest ones we still have. Alright. So next one is the little guy here. And we did that, yeah. I had to make sure we're doing all the herbivores. Got that one ready, so we don't want any carnivores in here. I know that was an omnivore, but I did not risk omnivores with herbivores. Yeah, we'll do carnivores later. We're just bringing out these. And there we go. Get those ready. And get these all ready. And you can see we're going to have a lot of herbivores. Glad we got a lot of food. Alright, so first coming up is these little cute guys, Dryosauruses, I think. Beautiful little creatures. Anybody want to tell me about these? No? Okay. But you can see, almost kind of reminds me of, what's her name? Pecky? I think her name was Pecky from Land Before Time. I think it was Pecky. It's been a while since I've seen them. I know Littlefoot, Packy, I think Trixie was her name. Or no, Sarah. It was Sarah for the Triceratops. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. But these are Edmosauruses, I think that's how you see. And you can see they're pretty cool creatures. I tell you, it's going to be a beautiful sight when we get all these dinosaurs done. Next one is this guy. Similar to the other one. I can't even think of the name now. But it is similar to Ankylosauruses, but they don't have more of that armored type. You can see it does have a few spikes on its legs and tail or shoulders. Big spikes, but they do have soft skin, so if any raptor gets to them, they're done for. Now, you probably know these guys from the first Jurassic Park, Gallimimus. Gallimimuses are like bird-like ostriches, and you can see they're about, I would say, good 7, 8 feet, maybe up to 10 feet tall. They can run about, I think they said 65, if I remember right. 35 to 65, somewhere in that area. But they are herbivores, and they are beautiful creatures. I'm glad I rescued dinosaurs. Next one is called a Homelocephali. I don't know how you say that. But they're real tiny, cute little pets that you can keep. They almost look like chickens a little. How tiny they are. They got even a small frill on their head, so they are similar to the Pachylolophosaurus. Next, we're going to go over here and get the Gigantospinosaurus. I never heard this. This could be a hybrid. Oh my gosh, you see those horns? Eesh. Talk about a freaking big guy. No wonder they're called gigantic. I mean, look at those horns. They have the
Gigantospinosaurus you have here doesn't quite live up to its name.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's big, but manageable. Just watch out for those shoulder blades. They'd ruin anyone's day.
Yeah. For sure. It almost looks like they got wings on their back. Next is the Huayanogorus. Don't know how to say that. I think it's from China. But they are similar to Stegosauruses again with those big spikes. Maybe he'll talk about this one as well. So you can see they are pretty gentle giants.
My Chinese isn't very good.
Ah,
okay,
see, China.
I knew it all, but let me give this one a try. Huayangosaurus. Nailed it, I think.
Huayangosaurus.
Anywho, this is a type of stegosaur that was first discovered in the Sichuan province of China. It's a popular species with our guests and with crossword puzzle creators.
And iguanodons. I love iguanodons. Iguanodons are really beautiful. Iguanodons have, you see that thumb on their hand right there? That extra thumb is poisonous.
This dinosaur is large, bulky, and has a stubborn disposition. It's called the iguanodon. It's an herbivore with attitude. I'd suggest giving it a wide berth.
Oh, but he didn't tell you. But yeah, the extra thumb down there is poisonous. So if they did get attacked, they would jab their thumbs into the side of the prey or predator, and they will inject them with like a poison, like platypuses do. So it's a pretty good dinosaur, real friendly. And it's also been in numerous movies like The Dinosaurs or Jurassic Park, of course. So, another similar guys here with spikes, a lot larger spikes on their tails. You can see that is how big their spikes are. Just imagine 8 of those jammed in
the
here.
Kentrosaurus is another of those spiky-backed dinosaurs. A dinosaur that relied on intimidation to keep the predators at bay. And failing that, a difficult meal to catch and chew. Think of it as a prehistoric porcupine.
Alright, get those ready. And we're almost to the end of the herbivores. I think we need one more because how many there are. So let's add one more and get this done here. So that way we can do all, because I didn't expect them to have this many herbivores. Storm defense and additional bays, and then I have to see which one we did last time. Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, so that is the last one. Okay. Yeah, I think we did that one, so this... Alright, so we'll start on this one. Get that one ready. We're not releasing that big guy until we get his mate ready. And that's why we're waiting on him. Excuse me. And there we go. Get the last one here. Alright. So we can release this one. Mimasaurus or Miasaurus? Mimasaurus? I think it's one of those. Similar to Edmosauruses. Now, it doesn't show it on here. You can not see under their belly there is no udders. But the Mimosaurus supposedly is the only one out of all the dinosaurs that have actually supposedly can produce milk. You can look it up, but supposedly the Miosaurus is the only one, and the name for it means mother dinosaur. And so that's alright. Now we can release these big guys. And I don't know why I did that. I should have let you watched it. But this is probably the one of the largest ever long necks to ever be here. And I mean, look at that long neck. Got a little love fighting over there. But look at that neck. That has to be at least, what, 50 feet long? Because there's no way it could be that long. We're going to give him some more company. And I can't really tell if it's a girl or boy. I'm just guessing because they're about the same color, so they don't really tell you on here. Usually the brighter the color, that's the females, I think, and the males are darker. Or it's darker for the males and brighter for the darker for the females or brighter for the males. It's not really hard to tell. Alright, next one to be released is the Lystros, whatever, this cute little guy. He's a real cute buggy. They're like little puppies, but be careful, they have a powerful bite force with that beak. Just look how cute this guy is. Now, I know he looks like an ugly alien, but don't have his looks wrong. He is a cute little guy. Oh, that's why the dinosaur's there. I'll try to give you a good look at him. He's just so cute. I mean, how could you say no to this little guy? Now, see, he can hide in tall grass, too. Pretty cute little guy. Now, the next one is Mini-Me. And Mini-Me is from, if I remember, tropical islands like Vietnam and... Did we release this one? There's Mini-Me. And we'll zoom in when we can. It's hard to see him right now. There we go. There's what he looks like. And you can see he's playing with his big sibling now. Yeah. Like siblings, they always have to pick on each other. See, now watch, that one's gonna do it to him now, watch. 3. Told you. See, that's how they play, don't worry, no one's getting hurt, not on my watch. Next is this guy, weird name.
This one's more my speed. The Tyrannosaurus is named after the Arabic word for courage, which is kinda my thing. This dinosaur is easy to care for and really only wants a comfortable place to eat and rest. And to be left alone. Sound like anyone you know?
Yeah, you. And me. I do not want to hear you about your day. Oh. Sorry about that. I was doing something. Yeah, there. So next is the Perlophosaurus over here. And these guys are real cute. And they have a giant horn on their head.
The Parasaurolophus has a flair for the dramatic, especially where its head is concerned. It has a distinctive cranial crest, which is used for added resonance in its vocalizations and to regulate its body temperature.
Cool. Next is the... Oh, that's where I knew Packy from. This guy is from one of the movies called Walking with the Dinosaurs. And, or Walk the Dinosaurs or something like that. And these guys, you can see they have a big head.
They say fences make good neighbors. I say without them, dinosaurs like this one, the Pachyrhinosaurus, shouldn't be in the park. This animal is built like a tank, and it has the personality to match.
Alright, next one is the Pachycephalosaurus. It's always hard to say that one. Pachycephalosaurus. Strong-headed. Or known as hard-headed. Have a huge dome on their head to protect them, and you might see them head knob each other.
This is the Pachycephalosaurus, or thick-headed lizard in Greek, which is where it gets its name. Claire has accused me of being this dinosaur more than a few times.
Ain't that
It's also an herbivore, so obviously she couldn't be more wrong. About me, I mean.
Huh, yeah, Owen is more of a carnivore. Now, next one is Polacanthus, or something like that. And they actually have a spare armor on their backs. You can see it right there, which is like double the armor. And it's not a glitch, it's actually their armor. And we'll try to get a zoom on it. So there's no glitching with this dinosaur, it actually has it right there.
Is the
Two armor.
And it's covered in armor
Polacanthus,
plates and
okay.
spikes. Mess with this animal at your own risk.
Yeah. So, next one is the Natsutoceratops. I think that's how you say it. Natsutoceratops. Two horns, like a big giant bull. Look at that. I mean, they're that big.
Do you see any resemblance between the Nasutoceratops and modern-day cattle? Look closely at the horns and their relation to the eyes. It's clear to me that as we bring these animals back to life, the connections between the past and the present sharpen, and along with it, our understanding. This is what my science is all about.
Yeah, and your science nearly got the world destroyed, woo. To me, I would just fed you to the raptors. But we're just gonna speed this up because we do need to get it's a lot more. Just look how many dinosaurs we have to do. Got a whole bunch to go. We're gonna try to add all the dinosaurs that we can. We probably have over like 200 dinosaurs now. And we're gonna do all these at the same time because we want to get to the couple of our special dinosaurs as well. Next one is
This sauropod, the Nigersaurus, was originally discovered in fossilized form in the Republic of Niger, hence the name.
So that's
now,
the last
it lives
one
thanks
there.
to our efforts and our science. Notice the long tail, the flat skull. However, this dinosaur is smaller than some of its cousins. Now that we have them to study, perhaps we can learn why.
So that's how far usually it goes. Wow. Okay. Let's get a viewing platform over here. Try to get some
Okay, what we have here is a Notosaurus.
tires.
This dinosaur tends to be shy and likes to keep to itself. And it has a thick skin. Sort of the opposite of Owen.
Ha. Funny. Actually, believe it or not, I think Owen, even though he's kinda dangerous and plays stupid
This
sometimes.
duck-billed dinosaur
I
is an
think
Elora
he's
titan.
getting smarter
It was
every
one of the
time with
last
my
non-avian dinosaurs to go extinct. Until we resurrected it, that is. Now it lives to be studied and put on display. The Elora titan is a herbivore. As it grinds away its teeth while eating, it has hundreds more that continually take their place. There's a lesson in there somewhere.
So, got a whole bunch, and then we'll get to the carnivore side. So, we got mostly carnivores we're going to put now. We'll put up our strong fences here.
This
And,
dinosaur, the Styracosaurus, has huge horns and a large spike similar to a rhinoceros. It also has the personality to match. It's an herbivore and uses those horns and a beak to break into even the toughest of plants.
Interested in a dinosaur with an extremely long tail? Then this dinosaur is for you. It's called the Sauropelta. Covered in bony armor, it has long spines projecting from its neck. All that being said, it is a relatively calm animal when placed in the right environment. Don't spend too much time looking at those plates. When it comes to the Werehosaurus, it pays to keep an eye on this animal's thagomizer. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a swing of that tail.
there we go. Get some nice lamb chops over here. And another one there.
What can be said about the Triceratops?
And then this one.
This is one of those dinosaurs that really
we'll
defines our business. People want to see them,
I don't like
and we want to share them with the world. Don't let that fearsome appearance fool you. Those horns are mostly for defense and impressing other Triceratops. This animal is an herbivore. It can be a star attraction or a security nightmare if it turns those horns on our fencing.
Right, the Sinoceratops, an herbivore that shares many traits with its more famous cousin, the Triceratops. This is a docile animal that you could make into a solid favorite with a little effort. Of course, we're all expecting more than a little effort, but I'm sure you get what I mean.
Alright. Get one more here. And then we'll put one right there. And then the last one we're gonna put right in front of here.
Look at an ostrich or emu, then look at this latest dinosaur, the Struthiomimus, and tell me you don't see a connection. This is one of the more bird-like dinosaurs that we've brought back from extinction. It literally has a beak instead of teeth. It's an herbivore that prefers to move in herds. Overall, a fantastic addition to the park.
Time to bring out Mighty Rexy.
Just when you think you've seen it all, along comes the Therizinosaurus. And believe it or not, those huge claws you see, they actually help to feed on vegetation. For real. But, just do me one favor, okay? Don't let it near my hair with those things. This is the Stygimoloch, and it is one hard-headed dinosaur. It has an armored dome crowned by horns. Despite this, it's a social and relatively docile animal, unless threatened. Then steer well clear of it. This dinosaur can do a number on its enclosures and bash its way through any number of obstacles. Take that into consideration when you're planning its environment.
Gotcha. Alright. So next up is releasing our mighty T-Rex, or known as the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This girl is powerful. Now we got two Rexes here, but you can see she has the similar scars. You can see that is Rexy. Rexy is a mighty T-Rex. And you do not want to piss her off. Next, we're gonna try get all the dinosaurs in here as much as we can, but no promises. And we can do a little shorter than that. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna try to get all the dinosaurs as we can to get them and see if we get actually a trophy too. Next one, you might know this guy, or I should say this girl, is pretty aggressive dinosaur. One of the most aggressive ones we probably gonna have. And she does not like company at all. So what we're gonna do is get this guy and put some water in her area. I think 3 should be enough for her. Now she is a meat eater, known as a carnivore, but her favorite food is fish. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, here's what it's going to be. And we're going to make sure she has storm resistance and accelerate. And let's find her now. Probably a little ways up, I guess, because I still don't see her. She should be in here any minute now. Probably past her. Fish. Did I pass her? I didn't think so. Oh, there she is. The Spinosaurus, or I like to call her Mercury. But we're gonna let that one get real fast up and charge up. And open sesame. So while that's doing that, we're gonna get the nice viewing platforms ready. And then we're gonna go over here and put these 2 up. And there we go. Oh man, she's still not ready. Alright. So we'll add more trees for these guys later on. But we're just going to end our broadcast right after Mercury comes out. That's what I call her, but her name is the Spinosaurus species. So here comes Mercury. And she is a feisty one. So you can see almost similar to Jurassic Park 3. Pretty feisty. She almost has a head of a baryonyx, but it's a lot bigger. I think Spinosaurus is slightly bigger than the T-Rex, and bigger I mean in longer. Because I don't think it was higher. Well, it could have been higher as well because of that frail. Now, a lot of people think the Spinosaurus frail is to help it swim, or make it harder for them, be detected underwater. But what I think it is what it makes more clearly sense is the thermal option, because that is just like a scale, a fin, and I think that is how they can warm up their bodies underwater or help them cool down during heated days, I think that's what it's mostly for. So, hope you enjoy and stay tuned for the next part 2 of Jurassic World Park of mine. And I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Stay tuned for more. We got plenty of games to broadcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe and follow button. And please share and like the video as well. Thank you and have a great night.